Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm going to be showing you a new tool that helps you make the best list of the best items to be flipping in retail World of Warcraft. The tool will allow you to sort through live data for all of the best items in the game, and you'll be able to export that as a TSM string and put that straight into TSM. From TSM, you can either use TSM to use the items and find good deals with the list, or you can also convert that into a point-blank sniper shopping list and actually find items that way. Obviously, you can also use the list to go on tools like Flipping Power or on Undermine Exchange and actually use the list to find items that are worth flipping. So there's a lot that you can do with this list generator. So let's get right into it and I'll show you exactly how this thing works. The list generator is a new feature Flipping Power have released. So on top of the flipping tool, you also get the list generator, and this is in the same one subscription. So to get access to all of the things from Flipping Power, it is $20 per month for this, but it is definitely worth this because you have the tool, which will help you do cross-round flipping, and you also have this list generator that you can use. So let's get right into this. First of all, if you don't already have an account with Flipping Power, you want to go ahead and you want to click on Start Using Flipping Power. You want to register an account, you want to set this up. Now, once you've done that, you'll end up on your user settings page right here. From here, mainly talking about the list generator, you want to make sure that you have whichever region you want to use the list generator for. So for my example, I'm going to be doing this with the US. So we can go ahead and we can select US. And then we want to access the tool. Now this will give us access to the Flipping Power tool where we can do cross-round flipping. And from this page, we can actually get to the list generator. When the tool loads, this is what it will look like. Now this is the Flipping Power cross-round flipping tool, which I've made other videos about this tool on my channel. If you want to go ahead and check those out, I can also link them down below in the description box. But in this video, we're going to be talking about the list generator. So if we go ahead to this button right here and click on this, this will send us over to the list generator. This is what the list generator actually looks like. This is what the list generator looks like. So there is a bunch of filters that we can filter all of the best items by to make the perfect TSM string. So first of all, let's go through the filters. So the first thing that you can do is you can obviously select different categories. So for an example, if we just want to see all of the recipes, we could go ahead, deselect everything else, and we're just going to see all of the different recipes. This is if we want to make, for an example, a list that is just one certain item. Now we can even narrow this down more. We have this filter where we can filter by expansions. So say for an example, we just want to make a list of all of the best War Within recipes. We can deselect all of the other expansions. By default, they'll be all selected. And just like that, we'll have every single recipe from the War Within, and we can make a group this way. Now let's go ahead and actually play around with this a little bit more, and I'll show you how the other filters work. Because these two things are just the start. There are so many different things you can do with this tool. It's actually insane the potential that this tool can do for making the perfect list. So we can sort by the sell rate. So obviously sell rate is how quickly an item sells. So we can say, for an example, we just want the best of the best selling items. We can bump this up to whatever we like. So we want it to be over 54 sell rate, so 0.054. We can go ahead and do that. And now all of these items that are going to be showing are just very, very quick selling items. This way we could do it like this and we could have a very quick turnover, knowing that we're going to buy these items and we're going to be able to resell them very quickly. Obviously, you can go to the next page if you want to check out more of the pages. Let's go back up to the top. So that's the first filter, which is sell rate. We also have filter by sale average. So sale average is the average price an item has sold for over the past 60 days across all the realms on your region. So you can go ahead and you can bump this up. Say we just want the real high valued items that are over 100,000 gold for the sale average. We can go ahead and set it to that. This way we can make a group of just the big boy items that are worth a lot of gold. Let's go ahead and put this back to default. So by default, we have this set to 1,000 gold. just because we don't want anyone wasting their time basically making groups of items that aren't over 1000 sale average, because there's not much profit room in those sort of items. You're better off by a minimum of 1000 plus. So we have that set by default. You can do the same sort of filtering for the region market value. So the region market value, this is the average price an item has been posted for over the past 14 days across all the realms on your region. And you can play around with whatever you want to set that to. And then we also have the region historical. Once again, this is the average price items have been posted for across all the different realms on your region over the past 60 days. So this is all the different filters. Now how the table actually works, we have the image right here with the wow head tooltip, as you can see. We also have the name. If you want to copy the name for whatever reason, you can click on there and copy it. We have the category. Now you can sort these from alphabetical order. We also have the expansion. You can sort that by alphabetical order just by clicking on the column. Then next we have the sale rate. Once again, if you want to sort this from the highest to the lowest, you can go ahead and do it like this. And this will give you the highest sale rate items at the top. This can be actually very handy. We also have the sale average. Once again, this column can be sorted from the highest to the lowest. So we can have the real expensive items at the top that meet all of these different criteria. We have the region market value. Once again, we can sort that from the highest to the lowest. And we have the region historical price. Once again, you can sort this from the highest to the lowest. Let's go ahead and sort by sale average. So by default, everything that meets these criteria will have a tick. This means that they are included in the TSM string when you click on the button. Now, obviously, for an example, say we don't want to have the crowd pummeler, we can go ahead and we can deselect whatever items that we want, and these won't be included in the list. So as you can see, with all the items that meet the criteria at the moment, there's a decent amount of pages, a total of 44 pages. So what we can do, if we want to narrow this down and just find some of the best items. Let's do an example. So we want anything that is above 0.01 sell rate. Actually, let's bump this up even higher. Let's say 0.26. So this is a really good sell rate. And we want to have all of the items. We want to have a sale average of over 1000 gold. This way, it's just some of the quick selling items that have a very, very high value. Now we can see these are all really, really good items. Some of the best items and most valuable items in the game with a good sell rate. So we can go ahead and we could export this list. But let's go ahead and actually bump the sell rate down to, let's go 0.1. Right, perfect. So 0.01. Let's have a look how many items are in this one right here. So we've got a few more items. We've got some pets that have just added. So these are all items with a sale average over 100,000 gold. So just basically the best of the best items, and they also have a really good sell rate. So these could be some extremely good items to actually make into a list. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and click on copy TSM string. Now what this will do is it will copy the string. You want to head over to World of Warcraft. You want to open up TSM. So click on TSM, go to groups. Let's actually make, first of all, let's make a new profile, and let's call this flipping power. And now we have a brand new profile for TSM. Let's go ahead and import this new list. You just want to click on there, and then you click on Control V, and this will go ahead and actually paste this into this part right here. Then you want to click on import. Now we can go ahead and we can check out the group, and now this has all of these items that met the criteria and the filters on the actual tool. Now this is extremely useful because every single one of these items are items that sell for over 100,000 gold, and they also have really good sell rates. So some of the best possible items in the game. Let's go ahead and make a bit bigger group. So let's actually go ahead and remove this one. We'll head back over to the tool. Let's make a big one that we can use to actually do some decent shopping with TSM. Let's bump this down to 10,000, and we'll actually keep the sell rate at 0.01. Now the lowest is 0.001, so 0.01 is actually a nice sell rate and will sell very quickly. We can scroll down to the bottom here. Let's go ahead and have a look at how many items. So each page has 100 items, and this is 15 pages worth. So this is going to be around 1500 items. So a very big shopping list with some of the best selling items in the game. Now, one thing we can do to be a bit more picky, to make this list even better, let's go ahead and actually bump this up to a minimum sale average of 10,000 gold. Now, this is just some of the more valuable items that also have a good sell rate. If we scroll down to the bottom here, let's see, we've got 4 pages and each page has about 100 items. The last page might not be a full page, which it is pretty close to. So let's go ahead and actually make a TSM import for this right here. So we go ahead and click on copy TSM string. Let's head over to in-game. Let's import this one right here. So 399 different items in this, which are perfect. So these are all items that have a sale average over 10,000 and they all have a sell rate over 0.01. So a really good sell rate. So these are perfect items to actually flip. Now, obviously, the first thing that we could do with this is we could straight up use TSM to go ahead and to see if there's any good deals for these items. What I personally like doing when I'm using TSM to do scans like this is I actually like to change it from market value to region sale average. This is because we're mainly doing cross round flipping now. So market value is kind of the old way where you're just doing a one single round. So let's go ahead and change that first to region sale average. Okay, so first of all, you want to open up TSM, you want to go to operations and you want to go to shopping. From here, there'll be the default one. Let's go ahead and remove that. And then let's make a new one. And let's call this flipping power. And now this is where we're going to change the price. At the moment, it is DB market. So this is the market value. We want to change this to DB region sale average. So just like that, click enter to make sure it saves. And now we want to connect that to the new group that we just made. Now, when we actually do a shopping scan using this group, it's going to use that shopping operation and it will go off the region sale average instead of the market value. So we can go ahead, go to browse, then we want to select the group that we just made, and let's run a shopping scan and let's scan through all of these items that we just made a shopping list for. And as you can see the sell rate right here, all amazing sell rates. Some of the quickest selling items, and they all have a sale average of over 10,000 gold. So these are perfect items to go ahead and flip. I'll let this scan go through and we'll see what items that come up as good deals. Alright, so as you can see, we can sort the percent from the region sale average. So that will be the region sale average is this price right here in the last column. Now to set up these columns, if you want to have a looking how mine does, I do have a video on this actually, where I go in depth on how to set it up to look like this. So I'll link that video in the description also. However, we can see we could buy this item for 6,666 gold and has a region sale average of 28,000 gold. So this would be a great flip right here. Let's go ahead and actually buy this. And there might actually be a few on this round. Let's see how many. So there's 2 more at that price. We're going to buy both of these out and we'll spread these out across different rounds. Moving on, we've got another piece right here. Buy price 5k, region sale average is 8,000. Another really good item right here with a really good sell rate. 4,000 for this, and the sell rate, the sale average is 10,000. Another great item. So this is how you would use basically TSM to go ahead and find good deals with the list that you generate. Now there is another thing that you can do with this. So first of all, let's actually change the name of the group to Flipping Power, just so we remember and can find it easy. And now what we can do is we can turn it into a point blank sniper shopping list. So Beric, here's one of the guys from over on Goldcap, one of the team members. He has made an add-on which is called Shopping Lister, and it will allow you to turn the TSM group into a auctionator shopping list, which can be used in point blank sniper. So once you've got the add-on, I will link the add-on in the description also. You can go ahead and you click on Shopping Lister and it'll bring up this window right here. Now from here, we will need to do a refresh just so it can pick up the name that we just changed the TSM group for. So once this loads, you just open up the auction house, click on shopping lister, then you want to select the group, the TSM group, and then you want to add a name for it. Let's call it flipping power. And then we click on transform. And basically what this will do is it will turn the TSM group into a shopping list group on Auctionator. So it will be in this part right here now. Let's go ahead and find it. So flipping power. And now what we can do is use this in point blank sniper. So let's go ahead and find flipping power. We can play around with what we wanted to search by. Because we're doing cross round flipping, I like using sale average. And let's set this to 50%. So anything under 50% of the sale average will pop up. And now this is live. So this is in live time, meaning items can get posted on the auction house while the scan is going, and they'll pop up in live time. So let's go ahead and let this scan through a bit, and let's see some of the items. But this can be very, very powerful. Now, when I'm doing groups for point blank sniper, I probably would not use, let me pause this for a second, I probably would not use current content raid BOEs. I'd leave them out of this. So if you were going to make a group specifically for this, I would leave them out, just because a lot of the time their price is dropping and their region sale average is a lot higher. So these will pop up quite a lot. But let's go ahead and I'll let this scan through just a little bit. So here we've got a great item. We've got this toy. It has a region sale average of 10,000 gold, an amazing sell rate. We've got this piece right here. This is a transmog piece. It actually looks really cool. Has a green glow to it. This has a very, very high sale region sale average. We've got a toy right here which has a 10k. So basically we can go ahead and we can buy items like this, and this is very powerful when it comes to flipping. Let's go ahead and see how many of these there actually are. And did we just buy them all out? Alright, we did. So then obviously we can go ahead, we can grab the items out of the mailbox and get them posted up on different realms for cross realm flipping. Obviously there's a lot more things you can do with this list generator. You can make obviously groups for just certain things if you just want to have like all the toys in one or the mounts in ones, or say for an example if you want to have all of the different transmogs but just from classic, and you can have different groups for each expansion. There is unlimited things you can do. And obviously this is a part of flipping power. So if you get flipping power and become a subscriber to flipping power, you get basically this for free on top of getting the flipping power cross round flipping tool, which is an extremely powerful tool. Now with flipping power, we actually plan on adding more and more features over time, and the price will never change. It's always going to be $20 per month. And in the future, we plan on having a bunch of different features all related to flipping in World of Warcraft. So if you want to go ahead and check this out, I'll leave a link down below in the description box to flipping power. You can come over here, create an account and get started with the flipping tool and also with the list generator to make some really powerful groups when it comes to cross realm flipping. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the thumbs up button and also subscribe to the channel for more gold making videos. Till next one guys, take care.